How's it going, everybody? Today, we are not going to be talking about a video game, however, we're going to be talking about a video game system, in a way. I thought it would be a cool thing to do a little series on the channel of me refurbishing my childhood consoles and controllers, and by refurbishing I don't mean, completely redoing the parts inside, but just giving them a clean. I don't have any isopropyl alcohol, so we're not really going to give a motherboard a clean. However, this controller, this console anyways, doesn't really need a control or a motherboard clean because from everything I can see, considering it's a clear console, and from the way it's been working for the last, 20 years, it works and plays really well. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to take apart the controller, or I don't know why I keep calling it a controller, it's a console, but we're going to take apart the console with my handy dandy tri-wing screwdriver from China, and I'm going to clean up the buttons, give it all a little good clean, and hopefully it's going to come out looking better than this. I do not have a replacement sticker on the back, so I'm going to try my best to not really damage that much. Really all that needs cleaning are the front of it. The buttons need a good cleaning. Definitely the L and R buttons do. And other than that, there's some dirt on the sides, but that can just be cleaned off. So, without any further ado, let's take this battery cover off, pop these batteries out, and start the disassembly. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do this in the way that like Retro Future does it, where it's like this cool, super cool like overhead shot with, which I don't have an overhead shot, I've just got a camera right here. But I don't know if I'm going to put like the music over the back of it. I'm going to put music over it, that's just my channel. I just put music over it anyways. But I'm not sure if I'm going to, like for the rest of the series anyways, I'm not sure if I'm going to, is that not coming out? Put like little sped up pieces of just me doing it, because as much as it is an experience for you guys to watch, it is an experience for me to do because I have never done this before. I've watched a few of his videos on how to, actually I've watched all of the Retro Futures videos on how to disassemble and clean out a Game Boy Advance. So, hopefully, this is going to be a somewhat easy process. I hope I didn't rip that out. Looks like I'm going to need a Phillips head, which I have in the other room, so I can go get that. But I'll do a little bit of a tutorial as we're going through. On the back, there are 6 tri-wing screws and 1 Phillips head screw in the battery bay that you need to take off before you can take it apart. Yeah, just to show you that I can't show you that it works because I took out the batteries. It does work. I probably should have, shown that off before. I'm not doing an IPS mod on this or an LCD mod at all. This is really just, as you can see behind me, when I'm playing like this, because this is my couch and bed, I usually, if I'm playing in the day, and if I'm not, I'm playing on my Game Boy player, so it's not really that much of an issue that I don't have light, because I do have light almost 24/7. This is going to be a fun experience. I hope the video comes out pretty good. Probably gonna name the series like From Grubby to Glory, or actually, yeah, that might be the name of the series. I just came up with that off the top of my head. From Grubby to Glory is gonna be the name of this. So hopefully it's going to look better than this after we're done. I really hope so, because like I said, this was my childhood Game Boy Advance. This battery cover is not my childhood battery cover. None of my consoles have battery covers from when I was a kid because I got rid of them. And by got rid of them, I mean lost them. Because for some reason, I didn't like battery covers on anything. I didn't like them on... I don't know, I can't think of an example. I didn't... Oh, is it magnetic? Hold on. Oh, that's sick. I didn't even realize it was a magnetic screwdriver. I just bought it off of eBay. The remotes didn't have battery covers, controller... Actually, no, I take that back because my Wavebird still has a battery cover. That's just because I like my Wavebird. But my Game Boy Advance, my Game Boy Color, my original Game Boy, none of them have battery covers, so yeah. I have to go get that Phillips head and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we're back. Got the Phillips head, and just a note of measure for anybody who's watching this and doing this on their own. Keep the screws in a safe place. I'm just going to put them right up here into the top left corner of my little nightstand table thing. And let's get this. That is the right size. Sick. I wasn't sure if it was going to be or not. If not, I would have just gone to my garage to get one. There it goes. Okay. So, this is the first time. Wow! Hold on. That RF shield is gorgeous. You guys can see that. I'm probably going to the best of my ability, clean this without ruining that sticker on the back because I don't have a replacement sticker. Actually, I'll probably just buy a replacement sticker off of eBay or something. eBay, AliExpress, something like that. And I don't know, I don't know which way the camera is pointed, but there are two little ribbon cables that you can, or ribbon cable connectors that you can just pop up and then pop out the screen. There we go. Now, mind you, there are it's just two Phillips head screws that you need to undo before you can completely undo the motherboard from the container. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, this is probably going to be just a video where I'm talking to you guys. Is that not coming off? Or is this trimmings? No, they're Phillips head. There, that one's coming out good. But the other one wasn't. But I'm probably, with this series, going to try and keep it more of like, if I decide to do more than just my childhood consoles in the future, like let's say I want to do an IPS mod for a Game Boy Advance, which that's hellish, so I don't know why I would. I do not have the soldering skills to do that. The R button just came off. Might as well, as we're going along, take the buttons off, because they're just going to fall out anyways. So the L and R buttons are out. They just sit back in. Okay, yeah, they just sit there. Cool. But as you can see, these are definitely going to need to be cleaned. I don't know which camera's going to pick that up better. But I'm going to set all of the buttons over to the side, all of the side pieces. Power switch I think is fine. Let's try and get this screw out because it's going to be fun. It seems to be already stripped compared to the other one, which sucks because now I'm not going to be able to get that off. Let me pop that out. Yeah, all of these buttons need a good cleaning. Alrighty, I am back, and I have a screwdriver set. Hopefully, I have a screwdriver that will... There we go. That one got in there. Okay. It was just a crummy little screwdriver. That's apparently... Oh, that's telling me. Yes. Okay. So now that that screwdriver is out, we can pop the motherboard out. grab the ribbon cable, and there is that. Get all of the membranes off, because these membranes are just as grubby as the buttons, which, as you can see, it was attached to the buttons. So yeah, all of this is going to need a nice soapy little bath in the sink. Luckily, you know, like I said, the Game Boy Advance is probably the easiest console to do a refurbishing on, just solely due to the fact that it only has, like, you can't really, I say that I'm probably going to lose these screws, but it's harder to lose the screws. You know, be careful with when you're popping out the screen, because you're going to need to keep the screen due to, well, we're not doing a screen mod on it. There we go. And when you take it off, you know, just be careful and keep the adhesive, because, well, we don't have any more. There we go. Yeah, so just keep the adhesive stuck to the screen if you can, because we don't have any more adhesive to put on the screen. And then you can just pop out the screen lens. That'll probably go right back in. Actually, nah, we don't need to pop the screen lens out, because I mean, I'm not adding a glass screen lens to this, so you know, it can only be but so detrimental to take the screen lens out. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go unscrew this RF shield first, and then I'm gonna take you guys over to the bathroom area, and we're going to throw these in some hot soapy water, scrub off the dirt from the grubby buttons and from the shell, because the shell is just as gross as the buttons, because I've never cleaned this console in my life. So once I take this RF shield out, that's what we gonna go do. Maybe. There's the screws. Okay. So I will see you guys. So we are back from the cleaning station, and by that I mean my bathroom. And what we're going to do next is we're going to dry off the components with a microfiber towel or cloth or whatever you want to call it, really. Just make sure that everything is super dry before you put the motherboard back in, which, I mean, it'll be a little bit, because while I don't have isopropyl alcohol cotton swabs, I have a pad. So we are going to clean up the contacts at least a little bit. If not anything, we're going to rub down the button contacts, because you can never be too safe with button contacts, you know. I personally, there are some spots that I could have done a little bit better, but for my first little cleaning job, I feel pretty good. I'm going to set all of these over to the side while I continue. But yeah, I do not like microfiber cloths just at all. But they're the best for cleaning down consoles, wiping off consoles, consoling consoles. But yeah, everything went pretty swiftly. Throwing it in the hot soapy water was probably what helped the most, because I really didn't even have to scrub the buttons after I just shook them around in the water once or twice. they all came out pretty clean. There was little scrubs like on the little rubber membranes that were really dirty. Wow, that looks good. That were extremely dirty. But other than that, I mean, it really wasn't that difficult. Just setting everything to the side while it dries off. That way I can go in and do the motherboard contacts. The motherboard looks okay. I'm trying not to like get my grubby hands all over it, but everything seems to look okay. Button or the on and off switch seems good. I think we're doing pretty good. If I do say so myself, because this was not planned. I kid you not. I thought, I need a video out this week, and I've been busy putting my office and game room together, and I haven't had time to really play games because I didn't hook up my systems until night before last. So, you know, that video should be out next week. The game room talk, because I have a new video wall, I have a new everything. It's actually really nice up in here. Up in here. Up in here. There's some places where the microfiber cloth cannot get to, which it's a little bit of a chonky boy. But with a toothbrush and some hot soapy water, you can clean just about anything, plastic-wise, anyways. Can't really get rid of an STD with hot soapy water and a toothbrush. Yep. I take that back. You probably could. It just wouldn't be pleasant. Eventually, I'll probably do a shell swap and button swap once all of this crap boils over. That'll probably be when more stuff comes out. I'm looking to do way more things than just video game reviews soon. No time when. This D-pad in particular, like, look how good that looks. That looks gorgeous. It was disgustingly grubby to begin with. But yeah, looking to do a lot of things with the channel. These videos are probably going to be the more personal ones, because with the video game reviews, those tend to be more, just about the game, adding some jokes in there and whatnot, putting some propiniums and all that. But for the most part, the videos are just, or the reviews are just like the serious videos on the channel, I guess you could say. I try and keep those, in a separate referendum than just the channel. So now what we're gonna do is clean off everything with some isopropyl alcohol and make sure that all the button contacts are intact. And that was cringy, dude. Just make sure that wherever I can get this wipe in. To get the wipe in, gonna put some in the power switch and in there. The little tactile buttons, I don't think those need to be cleaned, just because that was pretty simple to do. What we're gonna do now, though, is start putting everything together, because we've reached that point in the video. Okay, I need to stop. So, where we're starting, I'm just going to start from the back and move my way up. So, where did I put the battery contacts? Is this sitting on the battery contacts? Hold on. There they are. Okay. That was something I needed to hit with the isopropyl, but it's fine. It doesn't look bad. I'll do it anyways. Okay. Yeah, I popped the battery contact out of this. So we're just going to put that back in. There it goes. That is satisfying. But we're going to screw the RF shield back in. Okay, so we're back. What I'm going to do now is put the screen back in. Hopefully I do this correctly. That looks right. Does that look right? That looks right. Put the buttons back in. This screwdriver isn't magnetic, so it's a pain. Yeah, ooh, almost. Ooh, you almost had it. There we go. Okay. We're almost there. We're halfway there. Probably way more over than halfway there, though. Okay, so my battery just died, and we're going to go off of this camera now. So, I'm going to just try my best and make sure we get this all proper. Got to put the power switch back on. Okay, let's try this again. For the 4th time. I have a video up telling me how to do this now. Because I was incompetent before. Now that fits, now that I know how it goes in. Okay, so, moment of truth time. Let's flip it over. Ba-da-da-da. Damn, she looks gorgeous. Just to show you guys and make sure that it works. I didn't mess up the motherboard wiring. Hooray! The buttons feel good. Everything feels good. So, with all that being said, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this new venture into the land of refurbishing. I have a few other things that I want to get done. However, I'm going to wait until I get a better lighting situation and a better mic situation because this hurts my ears to listen to, and I'm sure it hurts yours. But with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the video. Peace, guys.